Hello, welcome back to my Shapes-PxShader tutorial. And last year in our tutorial, if you not watched the part 1, we were talking about how to draw a circle and how to draw a rectangle. And we talked about the different value x, y, and how to use the grid function to draw a grid and like know where exactly are shapes on the the area or the canvas. So yeah, now in this tutorial we are going first to talk about pi, which is one strange weird variable I use at the end to draw a this kind of goofy partial circle. And what we are going to do is just like we are going to console log this pi. So console logging this pi, we can see it's 3.14141599265 and all the lot. And this corresponds to the value of pi, the actual value of pi, which is, if you know, it's just corresponding to the value of pi. And in JavaScript there's also a variable for that, and it's pi. So yeah, I just found it more convenient to use the pi instead of the math.py. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. So dividing pi by 2, we just remove like the circumference of the circle. You just divide it into 2 into 4, because the circumference of the circle is 2 times pi. So if you divide it by 2, you have the circumference of the circle divided by 4. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, it's strange, it's just confusing, but pi is just one of the global variables that I included in the PxShader library. So I'll talk more I'll talk about it more in another tutorial or another video, but for now we are going just to concentrate on drawing shapes. So previously we drew a rectangle, we drew a circle. Now let's draw a text. So to draw a text, it's actually pretty simple. So I can just go and check the general syntax as I showed to you. So to draw a text, you have like let 60 will be equals to text, and we have an x value. So let's say that we want our x value to be our original coordinates we've picking, that is this one and 26. So if I can remember clearly, it will just be one our x value will be 26 times scale, and our y value will be scale, and we also have a text. So text will be just the text that our text is showing. So our text can be hello, and yeah, we just save that. And yeah, I've forgotten, you have to specify text.draw. Since it's an object shape, you have to actually draw it. And yeah, you can see hello in coordinate 1 and 26. Yeah, so hopefully it works. So what I can do is I can just get rid of this grid, and there will be no problem. You can see it just maintains, and overall it just looks cleaner. So, and in case you are doubting, like when you want to use the grid, you want to use the grid specifically when you are working and you don't know exactly where you're drawing your shape, or you are drawing your shape and you are not seeing it, you just want to like debug it, so you can use the grid in that instant. So, but um it's just like for development purposes when you want to draw a specific shape, but overall you can still manage without that. So just bear with me. Okay, so we've covered how to draw a text, and we are going to go to the next shape. The next shape in our series is an image. And to draw an image, what we are going to do is we are going to, okay, let's download an image first. So I like cats images. So let's take this one, those skills. So let's save it, and we're going to save it. So we're just going to save it. Yeah, let's just save it here. So Excel photo. So I'm going to go there and just rename it. So I am going to rename it to cat.jpg. Good. So once you've done that, let's actually look at how to draw an image. So to draw an image is just image, x coordinate, y coordinate, source, which is the path, the height, and the width. So um, let's go into drawing it. So to draw an image, I'll just say let's my image will be equals to emg, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, yep, emg. It be long I've not used this library, so yeah, I'm a bit rusty into that. So I have my x coordinates, which will just be scale. I can just use like 25, and our y value will be also let's use some 100. Yep, let's use 100. And what I can do is just I can also put it another parameter, which is actually a parameter I have to put is just the path to the image, and the path to the image will just be get.jpg, since it's in the same path as in the same location as the our index.html. You can just say index cat.jpg. So doing that, I'm saying my image.draw, we should get that handy sniffy cat image we had. So we've drawn an image. So there are other parameters into that image, so we can specify the height and the width parameter. So what does this do? So the width parameter, our width parameter will be, let's say it's actually a value, so let's say I just want to size to 25, and the height parameter will be let's say 33, and yep, okay, you can see the image is really small. Let's zoom in. Yeah, we cannot even see it when even zooming. So yeah, that's one interesting thing. So let's increase the factor by let's say 250 by 300, and let's see what it gives. So we see the image is just full, but it's a bit like um the dimension I be tweaked because it's not the original shape. So that's one thing about the image to take into consideration. So you can tweak the dimensions as you want of your image object, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You can draw it. You have the x value, the y value, the source, which is the path to the image you want to draw, the width and the height of the image. But if you don't put the width and the height of the image, you will just draw the image with the original width and the original height. So you can see there. Okay, now that we've drawn the image and we've learned how to use the image, we can go to the line, which is the next. So the line, it's a bit different from the other shapes. So in the other shape we had like an object with an x and a y value. Here we don't have that. So for the line we have an object with from and 2, and the from contains x1 and y1, and the 2 contains x2 and y2. So what happens when you draw a line? So if you want to draw a line, you have the x1 and the y1. So to better demonstrate it, I'll just go and put back our grid, so you can, hopefully you can understand better, and I'll just put the 25. And what I want to do is just I want to copy this example. Varma line is equals to and w equals to width. Okay, so doing that, and the width is just, let's say the width will be 1, because if you have a line of width 0, I don't think you would draw a line. Okay, so doing that, we are getting nothing. So let's check. Okay, my line is not defined. So what's happening? Oh, okay. So yeah, spelling error, or so I have to change that in the documentation. So as you can see, we are getting our line. So we're getting a line from the point 10, 20 to the point 400, 300. So if you want, we can try. So it's the point 400, 300. So it's 400 on the x-axis. So it says here, it says 16, and remember, it's 16 corresponds to 16 times 25. So if you say 16 times 25, normally we get 400, because it's x value 400 and 300 for y value. So 300, we are getting 12. So if we say we want the x value to the y value to be 12, we have to have 12 times 25, and it gives 300. So you see, the end of the line corresponds to the 400, 300. But what about the beginning of the line? The beginning of the line says from 1, 10, 20. So this one is a bit, we cannot really see that in the scale. So what we can do is just, so we can just put 20, 25 and 50. And yep, you can see this is 1, which is 25, and we have this, and we have 50, which is 2, we can say here, okay, as y value. So that's it. So to draw a line, let me just reformulate it. To draw a line, a we have a function which takes parameters from, and the from is an array or square brackets, and you have the x value, which is 25, and the y value, which was 20, and you have the 2, which is the final destination of the line, and it has also coordinates, and it was 400 for x value and 300 for y value, and we have the width, and the width is purely optional. So the width will just be default to 1. So yeah, that's it. The width will be default to 1, and if you want to change the width, you can actually specify it. So let's just leave it, and we get the same line. So let's tweak the value of the width a bit. So if you say y, and we just put let's say 3, so they can be visible, you can see the lines thicker, so you can see the width have changed by quite a little bit. So yeah, hopefully by the end of this video you know how to draw an image, you know how to draw an image, a text, and a line. So that's it. about today. Thank you guys. You can still check the documentation on my official GitHub page, links in the description still. And if you've not watched part one, be sure to watch part one if you don't understand anything. And yeah, please, if you like this video, comment, subscribe, like. Yeah, thank you.